having a good match on the tube or in the oven.
That'll work, yeah.
That
On
works.
the tube, that'll do.
Are we gonna see Goreson versus Robs?
Two players we have already seen. I believe this is the final of Pod A. So there's
is.
4 pools that we had. These are the 2 best players in Pool A. Not terribly surprising, of course, given that
Not at all.
we've seen them on stream before, and they're both very impressive. Goreson is our resident Machamp player, and Rubs. Can you remember what Rubs was playing? Was it Suicune?
I can't remember by heart. Well, we're gonna see it in a couple of seconds anyhow. At least I remember Robs pulling off some works, making the first upset of the tournament, beating a well-known player. Oh,
It was Braixen.
Definitely.
There we go. It was Braixen. And this is going to be an interesting matchup. Machamp comes in with the strong attacks. Braixen, though, she can hold her own when she gets in close.
I really like the Braixen just is able to zone around, but even in the close combat, it just can fire off some really good combos starting off, and this is going to be really interesting. Oh, Sunny Day comes out.
Yeah, light screen into Sunny Day, and there we see that combo we've seen before, but Machamp gets the counter attack and launches into a big combo. Little bit of trapping him against the wall there, and that was really well done. But Braixen, you know, getting a couple of attacks from behind as well, throwing out the Fire Blast.
Fire Blast is such a damaging move, and this is
Fury Cutter from Farfetch there.
but not quite enough to really get off the long combo, but still a good amount of damage. Braixen is trying to get off health with the projectiles, and whereas Machamp is trying to get in close, having up some substitutes, and he gets the grab, doing a huge amount of damage. Look at this, Ross.
That submission does a lot of damage. I love the choice of Whimsicott, but the close combat is going to finish it off. Goreson there with a big finish against Rubs in the first game, I should say. Still a lot of Pokken tournament to go, but that was a very, very powerful end to that game.
A really well played ending there. Well, let's see what Braixen, is it gonna land a combo? No, but no grab neither.
There we see a normal attack beating out the grab, and then into a grab of his own from Machamp. Very well done there. Gets the bulk up, get his enhanced moves, and then of course we see a Sunny Day from Braixen, because why would we not?
That Machamp gets so many grabs, and those grabs are dealing so much damage. The Braixen batter keeps up and tries to attack more, but then the counter comes from Machamp. It's like really hard for her.
Oh, he's got his burst. He's trying to Dynamic Fury. He doesn't get Dynamic Fury, but he gets the submission. And that's all it takes.
That's all it takes, Ross. That Machamp is pumped and hyped.
That was a very nice victory from Goreson there. And we talked about it when we saw him play the Chandelure player earlier. With the big zoning attack, you can kind of keep Machamp at bay. Braixen has a good zoning attack, but it's not quite as devastating as Chandelure. One thing that I really liked that Goreson did so effectively in that game, he would wait for the Fire Blast or other projectile and just throw a little counter, just a little mini counter, timing it really nicely just to deflect that the projectile attack and then keep moving forward.
I really like that one. He really played it well, getting in close to the Braixen. It was really well played by Goreson, especially when we could see him landing like 3 or 4 grabs, and those grabs really hurt from Machamp. So he got it really well because, we see a character shift. Look at this.
We see a character shift into Suicune, which, you know, kind of predicted at the beginning of the game, just saying.
You're definitely right. I'm sitting next to Ross Gilbert. Don't forget that, ladies and gentlemen. He saw the Suicune coming, and here we go. Is Suicune able to zone a bit better to avoid the grabs and the counters?
Really nice counter from Machamp there, and he's just trying to rush down, but Suicune there will not be outdone with a counter of his own, and it's really taking the fight to Machamp here. Throws up that wall of ice there, gets a little waterfall style attack, some jumping projectile attacks, and now it really does seem like Machamp is on the ropes.
Yeah, that Suicune really shifted the momentum in Rob's favor and getting the knockout.
That was a very, very quick victory from Rubs. Didn't have much success with the breaks and switched around to a Suicune, and now things have changed very dramatically.
Definitely a momentum shift, but there we go. Machamp getting the first grab of the game, and
scary face to lower the speed. That was really good.
And we're still seeing Suicune back to the wall, bulk up from Machamp. Machamp is trying to get in close, and the Suicune is... Oh, we see the second grab. Look at this, Ross. A good amount of damage.
Submission does so much damage. It was such a well-timed attack.
It's not even funny, and we see the burst mode coming up. Oh, and Robs tries to pull off Reshiram to get Machamp back.
Perfect timing there. Lowers the attack as well as getting the damage. Tries the jumping grab, but it does not work. Most players don't have a jumping grab, but Machamp does.
Machamp does, Charizard does, all the heavy grabbers, and easy... Oh, no!
Bit of damage there, not enough, but, well, you know, not terrible. Oh, and now the true sheer cold coming off the combo.
It is gonna hit.
Oh, it's gonna hit because he did it off the combo, but let's remember that when you're doing the combo, the damage scales down, so it doesn't get the full effect it would have done just hitting it without going from a combo, but still, better than having it blocked.
Now Robs is in a position where he tries to get Machamp away as much as possible, just chipping with 2 or 3 projectiles for the win. Machamp is trying to get in close, and we see the knockout. Suicune getting it. Machamp is really losing now. He's not happy about losing.
He is not happy.
No. Not at all. That character shift worked out perfectly for Robs.
Oh, and a very quick selection. Goreson did not even think twice about going with Machamp. Goreson here really has decided Machamp is my character. I've got secondary characters, but we saw how well he did against Chandelure and how well he did in the first game. But Robs really did run away with that previous set, so he's clearly got the answers he thinks to Machamp here as he starts off knocking into dual phase.
And Suicune got Machamp back to the wall, but Machamp tries to get away from there, not letting Suicune any room to start the combos, the known juggling combos Suicune is known for. And nice anti-air there from Suicune. Again, really doing... Oh, look at the damage that Suicune combo did to Machamp. That's... Whoa.
That really was a lot of damage, but Machamp, we know how fast he can make comebacks.
Oh,
but that counter-attack from Suicune is really going to help him out there greatly. He tries the waterfall-style attack, but it doesn't hit, and that gives Machamp an opening to come in with his own combo. And now it's really getting down to the wire, but Suicune, oh, unfortunately the phase shift stops that combo, but he only needs 1 or 2 more hits. But of course, Machamp likes his grabs.
Speaking about hits, he gets the grab, but Suicune is still in a position where he just tries... Look, Reshiram tries to push Machamp back, and then Suicune starts getting off those projectiles. This is where he wants Machamp to be, and Machamp tries to get in there, but Suicune gets the knockout.
And now, after losing the first set quite convincingly, Robs is now just 1 game away from winning this match and being the winner of Pool A. So, you know, really well done from Robs. That shift to Suicune, bit of a tongue twister, was a good idea, but of course, Machamp likes his grabs.
Machamp likes his grabs, but those didn't work out yet so far. Suicune does a really good job at getting away a really good amount of health from... Oh, so good amount of health. Machamp just dealt to Suicune and getting up the block up.
Counter-attack into close combat. Quite the combination there, and Suicune taking advantage of those couple of frames around the counter-attack where Machamp is vulnerable, and now he starts a bit of a combo of his own, knocking us back into field phase, and at this stage it's so close it really is anybody's game.
This is really close. That's why both players go into synergy mode. Machamp is trying to block there. Can Suicune punish the blocks? Oh, Machamp rushes into getting up. Is he gonna hit?
Dynamic Fury, no, it's gonna get blocked, but in comes Reshiram with Blue Flare. It is gonna be blocked, so he gets a bit of chip damage, but he does not get the lowering attack that Blue Flare would usually do. We see some countering from Machamp getting in close. Oh, and Suicune here, this combo
he starts the juggling.
He could almost end it here. I don't think he's going to do enough, but it's very close. Oh, Machamp doesn't get the air grab, and Suicune finishes him off. And Robs is going to win Best Player in Pool A. Somebody we were not